Hello, hello. How is everyone today? Let me know when you are here. And it is also winter solstice. It's all the fun things. And I was playing with the filters and all the ones I like disappeared. So I'm going to have to re-look at all of them. So I am just going to hang on a minute here and see who hops on before I get started. I hope everyone's having a great day. Happy winter solstice, happy Yule, happy all the things, Jupiter conjunction, everything going on. Hello, hello. Yes, happy Yule to you, Amber. Yay. How's everyone doing today? We are actually getting a little more snow. Not that the 3 feet that we got wasn't enough, but why not? What's a little more, right? At this point. All right. How's everyone doing? Good, good. So we are going to I'll go ahead and go through each of the zodiac signs, do a little reading for each one, pull a card. And if you have any questions or you want to ask a question at any point, just go ahead and pop it in the comments. And for those of you who don't know, I am Jen from Stardust Wanderer Tarot. And we are also, I'm going to talk a little bit about this whole grand conjunction thing and how it affects each sign. And it's really like, it's kind of crazy. All these things are happening kind of at once, right? We have Yule, we have the winter solstice, we have this grand, it's all happening like on the same day, day and a half. So there's lots of energy going on already on top of all the energy that we have kind of happening with the holiday season to begin with. So interesting times, very interesting times, I must say. So today, like so much going on, and you know, it's so easy to get overwhelmed because especially like everybody's posting about it, constantly posting about it, and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? How am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to worry about this? Really, the best thing is just to be mindful and just ride it out. Like, we're going to be fine. And I think it's good to also be, you know, being mindful to just see what changes happen for you and write them down even. You know, this is a great time to do some journaling because you could revisit it next year at this time and kind of see what changed for you, how you grew, if any of this affected you, maybe in a couple months from now, because that's the thing too. A lot of this stuff may not happen for you like this week or today. You know, you didn't wake up today and like something grand will happen. I mean, maybe it will. I hope it does. But sometimes it may be a couple months from now that it happens. So it's a good thing to just kind of be mindful of that as well. So the deck I'm using today, I just got it. I feel like I say that every week, but I do buy a lot of decks. It is the Embroidered Forest Tarot. And this is by Alicia May Van... I can't, it's like really like my light. Vamvukas? Oh my gosh, if I chop that, I'm so sorry. I'm bad with pronouncing names. But this deck is really absolutely adorable. It's so sweet. It has this little guidebook. And I am a sucker for anything shiny, even though my camera and all that don't seem to like the shiny much. I like it. It's got like this edging on it. Look how pretty. That's the backs of them. And they kind of have foiling within them too, kind of like pressed in. I know there's a word for it, but I don't know it exactly, but it's so pretty. And I noticed this a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, okay, I need to have this. So let's give them a nice little shuffle. And I just did that really sloppy. Come on. I always try to shuffle them a good couple times before I use it, just to break them in a little bit. And this one It's being stubborn for me. So let's get started, right? Let's see what we got. So first we have our Aries. And also too, something you can look at your sun sign, but it's also can affect your other signs as well. So your rising sign, even your moon. So for me, I'm an Aries moon, I'm a Libra sun, so, and I'm a Sagittarius rising. So I like to even look at all of them because it's kind of like gives you a kind of a good scope of everything going on. And if you don't know what those other signs are, there are so many different websites you can go on. Astro.com is a good one too. I do like that one. That's kind of an easy one to check all your different signs. So, Aries, let's see, what do we have for you today? For you, we have, what is this? Ace of Cups. It is so shiny. It's kind of hard to look at, but for Ace of Cups, that is actually a really cool one to get for today too, because that's all about, cups are emotion. So I feel like with this today, it's all about really getting in touch with your emotions and maybe starting to really let go of some stuff you don't need, and maybe expressing some emotions that you've been holding in. So Ace of Cups for you. And here we have Eight of Wands. And I love that. Look how cute these are. I'm trying to get it so they aren't. But look at this little fox. And they all are like embroidered. So I have to look into this a little more and see what the process was, how they did that, because it's really cool. So with you, this is action, Taurus. This is for Taurus. Action, lots of action happening. So whatever it is that you had planned or things that you maybe put on the back burner, waiting for the right time, this is the right time for you. So go ahead and like get moving, like take those big action steps to get going. That is for you, Taurus. Next we have Gemini. So we have Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is all about home, work, all those earthly things. So for you, I think for you, it's just being still, being home, which is something I know that we kind of are doing anyway, but I think it's more about just being mindful of what's around you and what's in your home, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy, maybe clean out some stuff. Why don't you try and see about that, Gemini? I'm going to give another little shuffle here. Next we have Cancer. So for Cancer, we have the Knight of Swords. So this, again, I feel like another communication card for you, Cancer. Sometimes it can be hard for you to express your emotions or you get too caught up in them. But I think really journaling is just coming into my head. I think it's time for you just to kind of get all your feelings out on paper, and you can either throw it out, you can keep it, you can burn it, whatever you want to do. But for you, Cancer, this week, I want you just to try to like purge, like kind of get rid of any emotions that are not serving you. That is definitely something we all could really benefit in doing. And even with the solstice and stuff like that, that's a great time too, because solstice actually means sun in waiting. And so last night was the longest night, and that was a great time to sit and reflect on our year and what was going on, because we know the coming of the sun and the new season is coming and new things will be happening. So that is kind of goes along with that. So Leo, you have Three of Wands. So for you, it's time to rest. There's been a lot going on. You may be doing a lot of things. You may be doing a lot of things for other people. It's time for you to just go ahead and just be. Like, enjoy your space. Put your fuzzy socks on, sit down with some cider or hot chocolate and just relax and really take in that kind of, home energy, what's around you, and just relax. That's what you need to do, and not kind of worry about what everybody else and what they need and stuff. It's time for you to do some self-care. So next we have the Four of Wands, and that's for Virgo. So Virgo, you are always getting all the things ready, always doing everything and organizing. And for you this week, it's all coming together. Everything you're getting ready is happening. And it's time for you to enjoy that. It's time for you to not worry so much about the preparations and start just enjoying the people around you. I think that's a perfect thing. It goes right along with the holiday season, right? Because you have been doing all the things. So next we have Libra. So for you, Libra, hey Chakra Healing Tarot, how are you? Happy winter solstice and Yule. So we have the Ten of Swords. Oh, look at this, a little bee. So Ten of Swords for you, Libra. It's time for you to not worry about what everybody's doing, what everybody's saying. All those negative things, like even getting caught up in your own head with any sort of negative self-talk. It's time for you to set that aside. It's time for you to just kind of take, it's kind of like the flower with the little bee. It's time to just take out whatever is going on in your head and just put it aside. You do not need it anymore. You do not need those thoughts. They are not serving you. They are not helping you. So Libra, it's time to let go of some of those things. Oh, Heather, you made it. Hi, Heather. Heather's a good friend of mine. So next we have Scorpio. So Scorpios, we have the Chariot for you. So things are moving along. Things are happening for you. And it's definitely time for you to hop on the bandwagon and just move along with it. Be mindful of, what's around you, who's around you, and also what you're saying. Like, be mindful of your words today or this week even, and just kind of ride with it. Let things go that aren't, people are saying things that you really don't care for, or instead of a snarky comeback, just let it go. Here you go, Chariot for Scorpio. Yay! Hello, hello. All right, so next we have Sagittarius. Let me give a little shuffle here. So Sagittarius, we have a lot of Wands energy today. So Six of Wands for you, for Sagittarius, is really just, I feel like bringing it together. Like, I feel like that I've been saying that for everyone. I think it's just time to bring everything. It's the beginning of a new season. New things are happening for you. Sagittarius, you have ideas going on. You have, maybe some other things that are waiting to happen for you, and it's time for you to really think on them and get them going too. I think it's just that, get going, get moving. It's just, that's what I got for you. Get going. That's all that keeps coming into my head for you, Sagittarius, which you're always good at going too. Yes, it is the Great Conjunction. I'm going to talk about that too in a little bit. And if anybody wants to ask a question, I could pull a card for you. Go ahead and just pop it in the comments. And we'll move on to Capricorn. So for you, Capricorn, I got the Hierophant. Oh, look at this. I love that. And I really like this too because I like how it's representing kind of the seasons on here. So I think for you, it's time to take the lessons of the winter solstice, the lessons of this past year, and really sit with them and really think about how you want to form the next year for you and how you want to go forth with that. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Next, we have Aquarius, strength. So I think right now you need to dig into your strength and know that you have strength and you're strong and you have what you need to move forward and not to be worried or concerned about it. So for this week, just really tap into that and know and assure yourself things are fine, you're fine, everything's going to be okay, and that you have the strength you need to get through anything. I mean, we've gotten this far, right? And did you hear, volcano erupted in Hawaii. I was just reading about it before I came on, and there's now like a lava lake. And I guess there's only like 12 lava lakes in the world. And so now I guess they're waiting to see if it's going to like stay, which I don't know where else it would go. I don't know much about volcanoes, but I'm just like, of course. Of course there's a volcano going off. I mean, come on. So next we have Pisces. So for you, last batch, everybody's getting these major cards. Temperance. So for you, I think this week is just finding the balance and appreciating it and appreciating those around you and really kind of digging into that this week. Everything is where it's going to be and being mindful of that and just appreciating that and appreciating just the balance that you do have in your life. And I think that is right up for you this week, Pisces. So that was everyone. We went through that. And like I said, if anyone wants me to pull a card for them, go ahead and put it in the comments. And also, too, make sure to go visit me on my Instagram page at Stardust Wanderer Tarot. And you can sign up for my Kickstarter update. I am creating a tarot deck, and slowly but surely we are getting there. I'm just about to give my artist my next batch of descriptions for my cards. So I'm super excited about that. And I would love for you guys to be on my wait list so you can see when the Kickstarter kicks off. See what I did there? Funny. So anyway, yes, let's talk about a little bit about the grand conjunction happening. So what the heck is it, right? So really it's Jupiter and Saturn. They do align every 20 years or so, right? But for this one, they are going to be at 0 degrees Aquarius. So they're going to be like right on top of each other. And that hasn't happened, I think, since like I wrote a note here. Yeah, 1623 was the last time that happened. So it's kind of a big deal. And that it's in like 0 degrees Aquarius. Aquarius is about like change and new things and new beginnings and new happenings and on a big scale, not just little changes, big changes. So it's really an exciting time, and it hasn't happened in a hot minute. All right, let's see what we got here. What energy or messages can you bring me about my land? Okay. So we have here the 4 of Pentacles, which is that, again, Pentacles, which is perfect for this because it's a home card. So, and I don't know, it's just really sticking out to me the way that the daisies, the little embroidered daisies, are kind of sitting. So I feel like in the front is kind of like your land, and then everything is like kind of everything going on about it, and you're kind of stuck in the middle right now. I think for you, it is definitely, that's what I was saying in Aquarius. 1623, which is crazy. So I think for you right now too, it's about gathering information. I think right now you need to just gather information about the process and about your land and about maybe the laws, the regulations, and just really information collecting. I think that's what you really need to do right now. So how does this conjunction affect us with our signs, right? So really it's more, I'm going to just talk about the sun sign, but if you want to take whatever, your rising and whatever and kind of put it all together, you can do that as well. And that's something that I like to do that because I do resonate with each of my rising and my moon and sun. So I like to kind of make my own little message out of all 3 of them. So, it really is, it's really interesting because Aries, hold on, my notes here. I'm trying to be fancy and use my iPad for my notes, but I'm not sure how fancy I am because I'm such a paper and pen person. Like I'd rather have like just everything written down. Oh, yes. All right. Oh, Amber, sure. Let me do that real quick. Let's see. We have the 6 of Swords. So for this one, I'm feeling like they really need to focus on positive messages and what you need to kind of like, I want to say like stick with them, but I feel like they need to really focus on the positive right now. I think that's super important, right? Right, Amber? I can't help it. I am so happy writing everything down. And then I want to go and like, then I have to type it after I write it down, but that's just the best way. That's what works for me, right? I got to go with what works, right? But I was trying to be fancy and use my iPad today, so bear with me. It's okay. We will get through this. So focusing on positive messages right now, Amber, I think is a really good thing that for your partner to do, and to really let go and not really give any weight to anything that isn't positive. So that's what I got for them. So for Aries, this is a really good one because it kind of, it's like your dream team is here, right? So any sort of social things going on, okay, great, yay. Any type of, it's like Aries, you just want to be like out there in the things, and you want to be talking about the things, and you know, you're ready to join the groups, and you know, whatever maybe causes that you're really you know, passionate about and stuff like that. I think this is something that this conjunction is really going to bring up for you, is that like you just want to express how you feel and get out there and be a leader and do all those things. So Aries, like you got a lot going on. So you have a lot, you just want to be out in the public doing those things. So for Taurus, this is really good for you because this kind of sparks in your 10th house, and that's the career. So are you thinking about opening a business or a job promotion, or maybe you were kind of thinking about a business, but then you're like, I don't know if that's great. This is a great time for you. So it's all about careers for you right now. And really, you know, healing too. Healing any past pain is really good for you. Any like maybe parental things and stuff like that. So, all right, Chakra Healing Tarot. I'd love to pull a card from my deck launching in March. Oh, yay, congratulations. Definitely, yes, keep me posted with that. I love it. All right, your deck launch. All right, so this is pretty interesting. So I got the Death card. So here I feel like you need to let go of any doubts you have, any, you know, anything that may be holding you back from your success, because you don't need it, and it's not going to help your deck. It's not going to help you or any of that. So I definitely think that it's time to let go of these things. Like you need to let them go to clear that path for a successful launch. So that's what I got for you. So next we have Gemini. So this is in your 9th house, Gemini. So this is more about like education, wisdom, just expansion for you, Gemini. So your world is expanding. Things are expanding for you. You're so very welcome. And I think that, you know, also, you know, I guess depending, travel might be a big thing for you, or maybe making even travel plans if you can't, you know, particularly travel, but you know, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You want to get out again. You too want to get out in the world, and you want to see what's going on for you. And right now it's time for you to dream big. That is definitely what you need to be doing. So that could be, you know, there's no, impossible isn't a word for you, Gemini, this coming, you know, with this conjunction. It's not. All the things are available to you. So for Cancer, that's in the 8th house. So with that, it's there. It's also, this conjunction is reminding you that you can do everything, and you can do what you want. You can manifest what you want. it's like a big yes for you. Like, what do you want to do? Let's see. Let's make plans, you know? I think that's super important for you, Cancer. You know, don't let your emotions get in the way. It's time for you to really forge ahead for sure. You know, and also too, it's great for you to really tap into those talents, or maybe those hidden talents that you had, or things that you were planning, you know, you have been planning to kind of work on. Do that. Again, you this conjunction's a big yes for you. So you just do whatever you want. You do those things, you know, it's time to do it all. For Leo, this is in the 7th house. So this is relationships. You know, this is a time to nurture relationships. This is a time to forge new relationships. Step out of your comfort zone, relationship wise, you know, and maybe try something different with a relationship. Hi, Culver Brandy. Yes, if you have a question, I can pull a card for you. I can definitely do that. So if you have I could do a general card, or if you have a specific question. So if you have a specific question, let me know, or I'll just pull a general one. So, Leo, you know, the Saturn too is kind of keeping you from getting too caught up and lost in the relationships and the fairy tale part of it too. So it's kind of keeping you a little more grounded, which is awesome. So that is all, you know, as you're expanding and reaching out for these new relationships, and that could be in business too. It's great for that, because that Saturn's going to kind of hold you steady as you venture out. So that's really kind of cool, actually. So Virgo, this is in your 6th house. And this is really about work-life balance. This is about balance altogether. And it may be your wake-up call to be like, okay, I need to really work on some sort of self-care routine. I am taking care of all the people. I'm taking care of all the things, but it's time for balance. And this conjunction might even force you to be like, to do some self-care. That's how important it is for you, because you're always, you know, taking care of all the other people, that sometimes you can get lost in not taking care of yourself. All right, what direction do I need to go in for? All right. Anything in for? Okay, yes, Virgos. My oldest is a Virgo. Okay, Culver Brandy, we have the Page of Cups. So for Page is kind of like the you know, it's kind of like the teenager of the tarot. So for you, it's time to kind of assess how you're feeling about things, and maybe your direction and what you want to do and how you want to do it. And try to make sure that you think before you act. So that is something that's really important for you there, Culver Brandy. Also, for Virgo, you know, your workflow is something that's going to really come up. So make sure too that you're kind of sourcing out things that you either don't love to do, or that people put on you that isn't your best, you know, maybe your strength. So time to kind of solidify your workflow and really work and really, you know, outsource anything that isn't good for you. Oh, you're very welcome. So then that brings us to Libra. So Libra, this is going to be in your house, your 5th house of fame and glamour and romance. This is like the Hollywood house. That's kind of like how I like to, you know, do it. And I am a Libra, so I accept this. Like, let's do the things, right? You know, it's really about coming into your own and getting into the, you know, especially now, it's going to be more like social media appearances, you know, really getting out there and getting known, getting people to see you. So that's what's really going on for you, Libra. Really too, even with, you know, because the holidays aren't going to be as exciting as they usually are and stuff like that, and you love You love the glitter and the glam of the holidays. Can you tell I like glitter? And you know, I sometimes I just call myself out on things, and then it just annoys me because it's true. So yeah, Libra, let's, you know, we got to do the things. Like it's also a time because Saturn is there too. And they are, again, that Saturn is just kind of holding you there a little bit, like tethering you, because, you know, us Libras tend to kind of float into space sometimes. Sorry, it happens. But also the Jupiter is going to be giving you, you're going to get a lot of ideas, a lot of new things happening, you know? Yeah, Heather, you know. Heather is a Libra as well. She's my fellow Libra. So yeah, so that's really what it is. It's just really, it's time to just shine for you and get out there. So for you, Scorpio, both of these things also, both of the planets are kind of anchored in your fourth house of home and family. So, you know, it's time to kind of rework your idea of a blissful home, of a happy home. What is it that, how and what do you want your home to look like? Like, what would make you happy in that? And that is something that this conjunction is going to shine a light on for you. Like, you need to look at that. You need to really work on your home structure and how you want it to play out and look for you. You know, you may be really kind of looking, you know, into the last year, and maybe because it wasn't how you wanted, and things are kind of, you know, cuckoo for all of us. But don't get stuck in that. Don't get caught up in worrying about the past year. For you, it's looking forward. It's time for you to look forward, come up with new strategies and ideas of how you want things to go. That's really, really super important for you, Scorpio. And, you know, Jupiter is with your home. Also, it kind of is bringing that adventure into your home. So for me, that I'm, you know, I kind of am taking that as also like, where are you planning on remodeling? Do you want to like make a home office, or do you want a place that's just yours, a little Zen den or something? Think about that, Scorpio, because that's where, you know, this conjunction is really lighting on that home area for you. So next we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, this conjunction is showing up in your third house, you know, so communication, partnerships, you're ready to seal the deal. Whatever you have going on, you're like, all right, let's do this. Let's get this going. That fire energy is just raring to go. So for you, that is a really big thing for this conjunction and where it's really shining on there. But for you also too, kind of like a self-preservation or even protection too. So whatever you are doing with these pursuits that you may be, you know, chasing after, make sure all your ducks in a row. Don't just jump in head first. Make sure that, you know, if it's a business venture, make sure the contract's signed, make sure it's right. Make sure you have all those like boring things in place, because the Sagittarius, you know, you guys want to go and move to the next thing and the next thing. And sometimes you forget those little things. So that's what this conjunction is shining on for you, is to pay attention to those little things, like do what you're going to do, but make sure to cross the T's, dot the I's, and all that fun stuff. So that brings us to Capricorn. So this is in the second house. So this is kind of values, financial stuff, and all of that. That is where it's shining for you on this conjunction. You know, and for you, it's a great time to really organize your money, organize your finances, make sure, you know, everything is where it needs to be. If you're planning ahead financially, maybe retirement funds, maybe, you know, 401ks or whatever it is that you do. I don't know much about the banking stuff. Just what I need to do. So yeah, so that's, you know, definitely, hi, how are you? So that is something that's really important too. And, I'm just looking at my notes here. Because this one is definitely like, this conjunction 2 for you might expose those areas that need attention financially. So, don't get too caught up and upset about them. It's showing you that so you can fix it so that you can be more abundant in your life and things will go more smoothly and you'll be good to go. So that's something that for you, Capricorn, to really pay attention to, when you have all those ducks in a row, you can take that risk financially and you know that you're going to be okay and you know it'll be fine. So that's something to pay attention to. So for you, Aquarius, you are right in the first house. That's where this conjunction is showing up for you. And it's really about, it's giving you kind of that courage, that courageous boost, to kind of just like shooting you off into space to do those things that you want to do. With you guys, there might be a dream that you've really been hoping to act on. And this is the time to do it. Like, you are kind of getting that kick in the pants to go and start doing what you've been putting off. So that is really, really important. Like, if you've had something that you've been thinking about for the past couple years and everything just doesn't seem right, this is the time for you. It's the time. This is the time. This is the right time. Jupiter and Saturn said so. So don't be afraid to go out and do those things. If you can dream it and you can manifest it, it's going to happen for you. That's really important for you with this whole conjunction business going on. So with Pisces, you're in the 12th house. So that is kind of like religion, and not, or more spirituality and that sort of thing. So this is really, like art, any creative things going on. That is where it's shining for you, right now too. And that might also be learning about spiritual things. Like, this is going to be a spiritual year for you. Like, you're going to really kind of form that right now, and really what you want it to look like and what you're believing and what resonates and stuff like that. So that's where you are with this conjunction. Like, that's your focus right now, is just making yourself spiritually whole and finding what makes you happy and what drives you. But you also, of course, have to have that balance in that. And that's where that Saturn's going to come in, kind of ground you a little bit so you don't get lost, if you're doing yoga or meditating, we don't want you to get lost in there forever. We want you to do those things, yes, but you also have to be grounded and bring it back too. So I think grounding in the next, this next season for you, for this conjunction, is super important. So crystals, getting outside, any of those, just putting your feet on the ground. So grounding is, I think, probably a good idea for you, Pisces. And letting go too, letting go of things that no longer serve you or that you need. And I think that also kind of comes with coming into your spirituality as well, because that will help make you, it'll kind of help you recognize those things that aren't good for you and letting them go and getting rid of them. So that will, oh no, I lost my note. So that's it. Oh yeah, I went through everything. I'm like, wait, is there one more? No, that was Pisces. See, this is what happens when I try to be fancy. I was telling them I usually have my notes and I write them down, but today I decided to try to use my iPad and do it, and I don't know, it's weird. I like my pen and paper. So if anybody that just hopped on, if you want me to draw a card for you, I certainly can do that. So if you want to, you can just pop it in there. And also too, so we can't forget my crystal of the week. So this week I have a Super 7. And this is a very just big raw Super 7. I do have, almost dropped it. I do have quite a few of these. I absolutely love this. And I have some polished ones too. but I just love how you can just kind of see the different layers. And this actually does have 7 different types of crystals in it. So we have amethyst, cocosonite, I think that's how you say it, lidocrite, geotite, crystal quartz, rutile, smoky quartz. I think that's it. This one I got them all. And clear quartz too. I think I said that one. So this is like the all around good for anything crystal. And this crystal self cleanses, kind of like a selenite does. So you don't need, to cleanse it or anything like that. I mean, charging it by the full moon is always, I always do that with my crystals anyway, but you don't need to specifically like cleanse this crystal. You can just kind of use it. It's great for helping with mental clarity. It's just a healing stone, so it heals really mentally and physically. Also, it's great for meditating because it really kind of, as it clears any, it just clears all the emotions that you don't need out or anything that isn't serving you. It helps to get rid of, so you can really get into nice deep meditation. And it also cleanses the environment around you as well. So if you have a sacred space or, a little spot where you just like to meditate, this is a great crystal to have around because it will help kind of cleanse that area and keep it nice and calm and mellow for you. And because it helps to kind of clear your head mentally too, it really helps with decision making and clear decisions and just clarity and that sort of thing. So if you have, something that you're thinking about and you can't really make a decision, sit down with a Super 7 for a little while and see if that helps to kind of clear your mind so you can make whatever that decision is that you are looking to make. So that is that one I have for you. So if anyone has, if any questions, you want me to pull a card, let me know. And I did have a, let me see if I can find it now. Hello. If you guys want me to pull a card for you, let me know. I have a tarot spread here too I wanted to do. So I'm just trying to find it. Let's see. And happy Yule and winter solstice and all that good stuff to everyone as well. Hopefully you guys are doing something fun. I think we're going to make a roast tonight and my son is home, so that is an awesome thing. Very happy about that. I love when I can't find things. It's awesome. Oh no! All right, I'll grab a card for her. Let's see, Miss Saphira, what do we got for you? The Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, that's a good one. So for you, there's choices. You have a lot of choices around you. So it's time for you to really sit down and think about what the best choices and what the best ways to go are for you. I definitely, oh, is that funny, Amber? Yay! So I think that for you, it's really important to sit with whatever opportunities are coming up, whatever ideas that you have, really sit with them and see which ones, weigh out the pros and cons of each one. So I think that's what I have for you today. So let's see if I can find it. I'm trying to. But I actually also made one on my Instagram, and you can do that one as well. So we can do that. Let me see what else I have. Hi, how are you? Let me know if you'd like me to pull a card for you. And I am trying to find my stuff here. I forget, like, on the iPad, things are weird on here. What other plans do you guys have for this year, this season? What are you What are you doing this season? What is like your traditions? What do you have that you usually do? We have a Yule log. We're going to, light probably tonight. We're probably going to do it tonight. I was waiting for my son to get home to like kind of do all the things. So now that he's home, we're like rushing to do everything because we have been waiting for so long. So yeah, there's that. And I can't find my spread here, so let me know. I'm trying to find it. That's not nice that it's not showing up. So this past weekend, I did a presentation about tea leaf reading, and I did a tea leaf manifesting ritual at the Rama Festival. I really couldn't believe that they asked me to speak there. Like, it's a really 4-day long, 24 hours a day festival, and it was so exciting. Like, it was a really big thing to do, and they were so nice, and we did this whole manifesting ritual, and it was really super cool. I was really happy to do that. It was exciting, definitely, for sure. It was fun. So that kind of kicked off my whole winter solstice. Oh, I found it! Yay! Huge orphan holiday dinner. Oh. Yay! I love that. Oh, always making the art. Absolutely. I love that. You honor your ancestors, so I'm making a dinner that honors their heritage. Oh, I love, yay! I had done a talk about ancestral altars, and it's just, we have one. I have to tidy mine up a little bit. Hopefully the ancestors aren't getting mad at me because I have to do that. It's on the list, So, all right. So I found the tarot spread. So let's do that before we are concluded here. And also, if you have a question, pop it in there. So the first question is for this spread, and I'm going to kind of do it for the collective, okay? Where can I expand myself and my horizons to bring more abundance in my life? We got big questions, okay? Big questions. So the card I'm pulling for us for that is the Death card. This Death card just popping up everywhere today. So for me, I'm really thinking this just means, again, it's getting rid of old habits, old ways of thinking that we don't need. That's what we have to do. That's what we could do to really expand our horizons and bring abundance in, is get rid of the crap, right? So for the second one, what opportunity to bring about more abundance in my life is Jupiter trying to show me right now? So, of course, I'm pulling all big cards here. We got Magicians. How perfect is that card? And look how cute it is. So, Magician for this is, we have the tools we need to bring abundance in our life, right? And Jupiter's like, hey, you have what you need to do the things you want to do. So go do them. That's what we have for that one. That was a good card for that. So number 3 is, where is Saturn showing me I need to be more responsible in my life? Remember I was talking, saying that Saturn is kind of it's like, it kind of makes me think of the little kids that have those little backpack, tether things, and the parent holds them. I feel like that's Saturn. Saturn's our parent, and we're all just have this little tether, and it's oh, too much. They're going to pull you back a little bit. So where can you be more responsible in your life right now? So we have the Lovers. Interesting. So again, all these big cards, this conjunction is not playing with us. So here, I think it's just being more responsible in your relationships. Really being mindful of them, appreciating them, and really making sure that maybe, it's a positive relationship. It's fair. There's a give and take, and everybody is happy with them. So paying attention and working on relationships. For 4, we have, where does my life need more structure? All right, let's shuffle a little bit here. So for that, we got the Seven of Swords. So that's really interesting. Look how cute this is. The Seven of Swords. So I feel like here where we need more structure is really using our words, maybe, and maybe choosing what we say carefully and how we say it, because this season it's powerful. Our words are powerful. So I think being mindful of that is something that is really important, and I think it goes along with just the structure of things, like just making sure like don't not say what you want to say, but make sure it's it's clear and it's what you really want to project out into the world. So I think that was a good one. I like that one. And let me see. I'm trying to see. I think there was a 5, but maybe there wasn't. No, that was it. So yeah, I mean, I think that kind of is super interesting too, that we really got a lot of major cards for that too. Like, that's pretty cool. So yeah, if anybody wants any last minute card, let me know, or else we can go ahead and wrap up for today. And like I said, go ahead and make sure to visit me over on Stardust Wanderer Tarot and see what I'm up to over there. I'm always up to something. I can't help it. I just am. It just happens. But, you know, I want to also say thank you to all of you, and also, you know, make sure, you know, with all the things that we talked about, and if you missed it, you can go ahead and watch the replay. Just take everything in stride. Don't get too caught up in it. Don't stress yourself out about it. It's, again, just being mindful about things. Like, that's super important too. And I am also I'm coming out with yeah, definitely lots of positive energy this time around. Yeah, we got like really lots of good cards, and like just with this whole conjunction thing, like it's just like, yay. I'm here for it. That's for sure. But I'm also actually creating a course about manifesting with the moon and the 8 different phases of the moon, like kind of like a blueprint. So that should be coming out in a couple of weeks too. So keep an eye out for that, because it's going to be super fun, and it's something I've done for a long time, and I just decided, why not? Let's just kind of share with everyone, right? I mean, the conjunction said I have to get out there and do things. So I'm just listening. I'm just listening to the planets, right? All right. Well, I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead with all of your holidays and all of the things going on. Even if they aren't what you planned or what you were hoping for, make the best out of it. Be mindful and be thankful and grateful. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you next Monday, same time, same place. All right. Bye. Thank you.